Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Buff Gaming here, and today I am doing something a little bit different. I am doing, as you can probably tell already, a tier list. Woo! So a while ago, like a couple months ago, I ranked all of the characters, not including the premium characters, in this game, which was a lot of fun to do. I had a lot of information went across, and today I'm going to do a similar thing, but with the tier list. So technically it's fairly similar, but there is quite a few differences because just because a tower, like the order of towers is one thing, but if all towers are an S and A tier, then that still says something about the towers, rather than, because just because you're ranking towers, a tower that can be the worst tower in the game might still be like a C or B tier. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. A couple weeks, months ago, I don't really remember, someone asked me to do this. I kind of shrugged it off then, but I thought to myself, it's a pretty good idea, it's not that hard of a thing to do, so I figured, sure, why not? Let's make a tier list. So I'm gonna do it first things first. Do I want to change any of these ranks? I just have like S, A, B, C, D, F, which isn't bad. Most of these are in some sort of order, the characters, except for the first like 4, because I accidentally moved them all to the beginning. Because look at these arrows for moving left and right between the images. It's so slow. Luckily, if you move the characters, it instantly like moves to the next one, so I don't have to really worry about that. But it was still really annoying, so yeah, we're not going to worry about that. Question is, do I want to change one of these letters? I think I'm just going to leave with the traditional letter grade system for now. Starting off with the first character, Flame Princess. So Flame Princess is a really good character. She is one of the 3 wizards in the game, which actually makes a big difference on your character because your weapon type is a big deal. As a wizard, especially Flame Princess, you have access to 2 really powerful weapon abilities, being Phoenix Wand and the Wand of Disbursement. The Phoenix Wand is the most powerful weapon in the entire game for its insane Phoenix ability, full-time uptime, camera detection, lead popping power. Its only weakness is purple balloons, does tremendous damage, stacked with damage buffs. It's just ridiculously broken, and it can be equipped to both Flame Princess and Sam, which is instantly a massive buff for Flame Princess. But Flame Princess also works really well with the Wand of Disbursement, which one-shots anything up to a fortified ZMG. The only thing it doesn't one-shot is that bad balloon. It one-shots the strongest balloon on screen, and that's really, really powerful, so that's kind of nutty. She also actually is a fairly strong DPS tower, having quite a high pierce, homing projectiles, and just pretty decent damage output. However, her base damage is 1, so damage buffs are pretty significant for her. She's built-in camera protection, lead popping power once again, similar to the Phoenix itself, only weakness is purple, because fire. But yeah, overall Flame Princess is a really good tower. It's a really good early game tower since she doesn't require as many trinkets to be good. I think Flame Princess is a solid A tier, not S tier, A tier, thank you. On to the next character, C4 Charlie. So C4 Charlie looks kind of similar to Flame Princess in the sense that, well, he's a bomb-type weapon, which is one of the 2 bomb-type characters, kind of like Flame Princess and Sam with the Phoenix Wand. C4 Charlie and Captain Cassie are the 2 characters that can equip the Moab, a stupidly overpowered weapon. If I ever do a top 10 weapons list, I may do that at some point. It's a stupidly overpowered weapon, because it gives an activated ability that, although has a long cooldown, when activated, will do insane damage to every balloon on screen, one-shotting DTs, BFBs for the most part. However, its big weakness is it does practically no damage to ZMGs and bad balloons, but against anything below ZMGs, it just demolishes them. It's an insanely good DT killer. I think it has built-in camera protection, but I'm not quite sure. And obviously it can pop all balloon types. It's just crazy powerful. Beyond that, C4 Charlie also has his natural ability of the Moab Assassin, which really, really works well with the Moab ability because it's really strong against ZMGs and bad balloons. It's an upgraded ability, fairly decent cooldown. It's not that short of it's not that long of a cooldown. And it does, I believe it's like, I want to say 3,000 damage, but I'm not quite sure. I want to say 3,000 damage to ZMGs or bad balloons. Maybe it's more. It does a lot of damage. Actually, assuming ZMG health is, let me think this through. I'm pretty sure ZMG health is like 14,000. No, that's not right. It's 7,000. So yeah, it probably does like 3-ish thousand damage, the Mob Assassin ability, which is a lot, and it very much so works well with the Moab. Plus he has, going up to that, the more Mauler upgrade, which does plus, I believe the number was plus 30, or might have even been plus 60 damage to Mob class balloons. So he can actually do pretty significant damage to them, as well as having stun and set on fire for more normal balloons and ceramics and that stuff with all those DOTs. It works really well. And beyond that, he's just a really solid tower. He even has his other ability, which is removes camera properties. It didn't used to, but as everyone has reminded me after I did my anti-DDT video, how to deal with DDTs, it decamos DDTs. I'm positive it did not at some point, but I think it does now. So that's a pretty significant boost. I'm also going to put him... Actually, C4 Charlie, let me move you. C4 Charlie. There we go, C4 Charlie, that's a weird hitbox. We are going to put you in... Do I go S tier or A tier? S tier, A tier, S tier, A tier. What happens if I put A tier? No, if I put A tier. Why is this hitbox so weird? Where did he go? C4 Charlie. No, I want to put you... This is weird, and I'm very confused. Something is not working. Go somewhere. Okay, so if I put you in B tier, do you go in A? I'm so confused. C4 Charlie. This is just a random app I downloaded, and it's being very wonky right now. Okay, that's what I want to do. There we go, okay. That was very overcomplicated. This is a wonky app, but it's doing the job. C4 Charlie, I am going to put an A tier, but ahead of Flame Princess. I was debating S tier, but do I do S tier? Ugh. And then even Flame Princess has... Thought Cannon 1 too, which I forgot to mention with insane wishroom farming and shards and gems. It's really crazy. It's a hard decision. Do I put one of them in S tier? I'm going to leave them in A tier now. I can always change my mind later. Next up, we have Psy. Psy is... Actually, you know what? C4 Charlie, you're going S tier. You're a really good tower. I was debating. I'm keeping Flame Princess in A tier, but C4 Charlie can counter literally all DTs and BFBs and do a tremendous help against Baboons and ZMGs. Plus, since the Assassin ability is up straight away, you can just sell and rebuy him constantly to do insane damage. I'm putting him in S tier. Next up, we have Psy, who, in my opinion, may or may not be one of the best towers in this entire game. Psy does a lot of damage and DPS, works well against Moabs. Once you get to level 7 with the Mob Assassin, with the Bloon Jitsu upgrade, throws 5 projectiles really quickly, does insane damage. There's lots of other random abilities like Flash Bomb and Tetsubishi, which can work well for other usages as well, more so balloon focused. High Pierce, homing projectiles like Flame Princess, which is really nice. Has a Dart Weapon, which basically means you're going to have insane damage no matter what. Dart Weapons are really good for damage, attack speed, that stuff. So it's really powerful in that sense. Plus, she has the Saboteur Supply Lines ability, which makes balloons, except bad balloons, move half speed for, I think it's roughly 20 seconds with the 60-second cooldown, I believe is how it works. So that's really crazy. That works really well. So, yeah. That's a really good tower. In general, Psy, I use Psy a lot. Oh, she also has the Shadow Mask, Epic Trinket, which makes a Shadow Clone of her, effectively doubling her damage again. Just has a lot of good trinkets to work with her. There's, like, the Dagger of Chilled Ice, which gives her the Frigijitsu upgrade, which makes her attacks freeze balloons, which is also super useful. It's all really crazy well done, and just powerful attacks, so... I think I'm gonna have to put Psy, if I can click on Psy. Psy, please. This is so weird. I'm trying to move things. Flame Princess, you're good. I want to use Psy. Why is this hitbox so weird? Psy, can I move you, please? I'm trying to move you. Why can I not? Okay, there we go, Psy. This is a weird and wonky app. I was hoping this would work better. I think I am going to put Psy in S tier simply because Psy, if I can get you to move again. Wherever you are, Psy, where is your hitbox for this image? Why is this so weird? Where am I? No, where do I have to drag to make this work? Okay, apparently it's on Finn is where I have to click. You can't see this, it's weird. The hitbox is very, very strange. So I want to do that. Apparently if I go to A tier, that's what I want to do. If I move them to A tier, my finger's on the line between A and S, they move to S tier. This hitbox is weird. But yeah, I'm going to put Psy. Did I put ahead of C4 Charlie? Do I want that? Or do I want it before C4 Charlie? I don't think it really matters. It's complicated. Psy. Better or worse than C4 Charlie? It's weird. I actually am going to probably go for worse for now, but that might get changed later. Next on me, the first of the premium characters, because all the premium characters are here too. I'm just realizing now I've gone through 3 characters. It's been 10 minutes. This is going to be a very long video, but okay, sure. Dungeon Finn, really strong DPS, has an ability that does a lot of damage to bad balloons. It's a premium character. Obviously, you expect him to be really strong. He's just, he's B tier. Like, honestly, he's not that great as far as the premium characters go. I've had people tell him he's really good. He does good damage to bad balloon with that one ability, but his actual attacks aren't that strong. He's like some people I've heard say he's a better version of Finn. And to that I say, since Finn is next, they are very similar towers. To that I say, no. I have to fix this because you gotta go first. Finn is a better tower than Dungeon Finn. I'm saying it. Might be a bit debatable, but that's just my opinion. I think he's better because Finn has a built-in money-making upgrade with Brofist. He's a starter character. He is a lot cheaper than Dungeon Finn. Even though the DPS isn't quite as good, you only need him to solo for the first like 20-30 rounds, which he can still easily do. He has some more support abilities in the form of his like Finn kick to stun Moabs, as well as his like smash ability. He has that like heart ability at the end, the level 7 one, that makes you survive an extra round that may or may not let you cheat through a round. It was a bit of a glitch I found earlier, but it can be used in specific situations to literally let you just continue through a round. You die, and then it moves on to the next round anyways. It's weird. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it is something you can do. It's a weird ability. It is pretty powerful, though. And honestly, I just think he does a better job than Dungeon Finn. He also has the Royal Promise upgrade, which honestly I think might make him do more damage than Dungeon Finn. He's just a really good tower. We'll have to wait till at least do Dungeon Finn Ultra Boost, but I kind of feel like Finn might be a better tower overall. Then we move on to Jake. Jake is an interesting tower because he works with Finn for that upgrade. Beyond that, he's really not good. Early game, he's your lead popping power. It's a little iffy, but he's not that great at it. His damage isn't that great. His utility's not that great. The only thing that keeps him being from completely useless is that he's a musician type unit, so he can buff enemies, or buff towers. But all things considered, he is really, really, really bad. Jake's not that good of a tower. I think Jake is going to be our first D tier. I'm not going to put him in F because he's a musician type. I'm sorry. The musician itself, the +1 damage, money-making stuff, plus he works with Finn for Brofist, makes him a bit better. But he's definitely a D tier tower, maybe even F. But I'm going to keep him in D for now. I don't know if that might get changed later. We'll see. Next up is Max. Max has one big advantage, kind of like Flame Princess, in the sense that he has natural camo and lead popping power. He has lots of projectiles, high attack speed, high damage. He basically works a lot like a Psy, except no homing, which is a massive, massive weakness, because it means that Max, a lot of his high pierce, is going to get ruined. It's just not going to get used up. He's going to miss a lot, which means he's going to be doing less damage. He doesn't have the additional support of Bloons Sabotage or Frigijitsu. He's okay, I guess. He's not a bad tower, but even his Moab damage is fairly outclassed by a lot of towers, especially once you start up adding damage buffs. So, I'm sorry, Max, if I can find your hitbox again. Did it get moved? It's weird. I'm clicking on the final character for a bit, and now I can't seem to get you to work again. Max. Max, please. This is so weird. I hate this app so much right now. Max, please, let me get to you. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking while I try to get this to work. Max, I'm gonna put him as a solid BT tower, I think, probably right before Dungeon Finn and Finn. I honestly don't think he is as useful in any way, which is annoying, but it's just sort of how I feel about him. Seriously, Max, I'm getting annoyed that I can't pick you up. Why is this so irritating? Why are you so broken? Anyways, yeah, I'm going to put him in B tier before Dungeon Finn and Finn. if I can ever get him to move, because apparently I cannot get him to move for some reason. I can move all the other towers that have already been placed. No dungeon figure still before him. But I can't seem to move the new towers anymore. I got the hang of that for like a second. And now it seems to be broken again. I'll try this method again. Maybe it'll work now. Nope, okay. Anyways, I'm going to start talking about Juggernaut Max because that's wasting time. Juggernaut Max is a really bad tower, similar to Jake. It's just not a good tower, and it's really, really just not a good tower. It's annoying, but it's just the truth. It's not that good of a tower, and, well, there isn't much else I can say about that. He does mediocre damage. He has high pierce, but no homing projectiles, fairly slow projectile speed. He misses a lot. He has lead popping power, but he doesn't have camo detection, which is annoying. He's a hard character to get because you have to beat difficult maps on extreme mode. He is fairly expensive, mediocre damage, not any support. He's just a really bad tower that's easily replaced by most towers. I'm done talking about him, but I really want to be able to move these characters. I think I'll probably cut to when I can figure this out, but it's getting annoying. Can I edit? No. Edit. No, I do not want to delete an image. Would you like to edit this image? No. I would like to move this image. Why does this not work? Please function properly. No. Okay, I fixed this. Oh, that is so irritating. I put Jake back in the bottom to make this work. I hate this app. I hate this app so much. I was like, hey, there's apps for this. This should be easy. No, it won't be. Max, you are in B tier. Juggernaut Max, you better let me move you now. Jake, back in. Back in you go. Juggernaut Max, I'm moving you. You're gonna be our first F tier character. You have no saving qualities. Jake, I'm sorry. Jake, you have a musical instrument. I'm sorry. Not Jake. I'm sorry. Juggernaut Max, you have no redeeming qualities. I didn't mean to press that. You have no redeeming qualities, and as such, you are very, very iffy. Apparently, I have to do this every single time I want to move a character. That's annoying. Press. Move the arrow. Ice King. So, Ice King is an interesting tower. He has a lot of support focus with his ice abilities. His damage is fairly iffy because of the fact that damage buffs don't actually work with his projectiles, which are very annoying and irritating because it means he doesn't do a ton of damage. His attack speed's pretty good. He's decent support. Level 7, he starts being able to freeze mobs pretty well, but by that point, you usually have someone like Gumball, which does the job better. That's kind of it. He works well with Sam and Juggernaut Max for their, ice abilities, which I didn't really mention, but it's something to mention. He's useful for that. He does have camo and lead popping power. At least he has camo. I think he has lead with lightning, but I'm not sure. But he does have built-in camo with the upgrade, so that's pretty helpful. But yeah, that's kind of it. He's a pretty mediocre tower. He's a pretty solid C tier. Yeah, pretty good C tier. Juggernaut Max, I can move you. I can move everyone again. PB, no, you're not going in F tier. PB, I probably would have put in F tier. Well, no, I wouldn't have. PB is now one of the best tiers in the game. I'm gonna put them in now before I talk about it and talk about it after. PB is an S tier hero. S tier, do I do S tier? Yeah, I do S tier. PB's S tier. So PB, with a level 7 ability, does ridiculously good damage with a short-lived but very fast, refreshing ability. Has good support, having a lot of good ally slots for Lemon Hope and characters like that, and Gumball. Has increased ally numbers of her allies with an upgrade. Has some support with Regal Promise. Works with Finn for the other royal... With the Royal Promise. Is it Regal Promise and Royal Promise? I don't know. There's the Regal Presence? Regal Presence? I think it's Regal Presence. That increases range and pierce. So lots of good qualities there. Has camera detection. With the ability, has lead popping power. Is a pretty decent character. That's kind of it. It's pretty good. Her slowdown abilities with her bubblegum is absolutely useless, but I mean, I don't know. I guess that doesn't matter. It's weird. I'm going to keep Juggernaut Max in here so I can actually move other characters. Don't ask me why it's like this. It's a weird app. But yeah, so, yeah. She's pretty IS tier. On to Warrior PB. Warrior PB. you are going in A tier behind Flame Princess. Warrior PB has mediocre damage with her abilities. Similar to Ice King, her summons don't get damage buffs from her, which is really bad. But she has one good ability, or one good upgrade. I forget the exact name. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's an upgrade that lets her get increased one ally and decreased cost of her allies. But then the final upgrade, the third upgrade, allows that effect to work for everyone. So increase all ally count, all ally maximums by 1, which doubles, in a lot of cases, the amount of Cobras, Tech Terrors, Vampire Kings, all of those towers you can get, and makes them cheaper, which isn't that useful in some cases, but in cases like Tech Terror, saves you $3,000 per one you buy. After that upgrade, it's $6,000 upgrade, so it is expensive, but it's pretty good. It's her only useful quality, but it's really useful if you're focusing on allies. It's just really, really powerful. Then we have Captain Cassie! Woo! Captain Cassie, you are C tier. Actually, I'm gonna put you above Ice King, because Ice King's a little bit worse. Captain Cassie, you have built-in camo and lead popping power. That's pretty useful. You can make some extra money, you can do some decent damage. Actually, I changed my mind. You're definitely a B tier character. You can do some decent damage. You're very okay, Captain Cassie. There isn't much else to say there. You are a very okay character, except you don't do a ton of damage. You don't make a ton of money, and your one support, really, which is the your pirate hook-in, is useful because it works on bad balloons. Beyond that, it's really lame on anything that's not a bad balloon. You're a B tier hero, you're bottom B tier hero, but you're still a B tier hero. Then we move on to Commando Cassie. A little bit of an alternative to Captain Cassie. I am going to put Captain Cassie, my friend. No, I don't want to move you, Juggernaut Max. I want to move Commando Cassie. I was saying Captain for a second, so the game didn't want me to move for Commando Cassie. Commander Cassie is going to be... Yeah, Commander Cassie is also S tier. Psy, I'm actually going to put Psy before PB, but I think ahead of Commander Cassie. So this is my placement for Commander Cassie, I'm pretty sure for now. Commander Cassie, ridiculous damage. Commander Cassie does a lot of DPS, which is really useful. Good attack speed, a couple different variations of attacks between her planes, her missile attacks, her dart attacks, lots of good damage. With certain upgrade paths can have camo and lead popping power built in, but normally only has camo popping power built in, which is still pretty good. Does lots of damage, can be equipped with Cobra and Juggernaut, and Tech Terror, as well as having an upgrade that gives +2 placements for them, similar to PB's upgrade. I say similar, they are literally identical, just for each other. They work for their own character and no one else, which allows you to get 2 extra Cobras, 2 extra Tech Terrors, 2 extra of all of those really good allies, which is really strong. Paired with her insane DPS, honestly similar to your Super Monkey, which is a little nutty, but without Sun God upgrade, it's similar if not better than Super Monkey levels of DPS. Demolishes bad balloons. 2 of her upgrades are infinite range, which is really nice, and her range is pretty decent. She is a water tower like Captain Cassie, which is a bit of a weakness, but if you have Jetpack, it's just a waste of trinket slot, which isn't that big of a deal. Really good tower. You're still worse than Psy, but you're a good tower, Commander Cassie. Anyways, on to the next tower. We got Marceline. Marceline. You are C tier above Ice King. I keep moving Ice King below in C tier. Yeah, Marceline, I like that placement for you. You are C tier ahead of Ice King because you, my friend Marceline, you have a musical instrument, as well as having the ability that she can have Hunsanabity. That's her main quality, honestly. It's Jake. She is Jake, but she can also have Hunsanabity equipped, and if you don't have premium characters, is the only character that can have Hunsanabity equipped. So I only used her so I could use Hunsanabity, the ally, because he had the Soul Steal ability. If you don't have premium characters, you just use her for that, and then she has the bonus of having a musical instrument. I did not mean to do that. I don't want F, and G. No, I don't want extra rows. For whatever reason, when I click my iPad screen, the case, it decides I'm pressing a button. This is a very iffy app detection. But anyways, yes, on to next character we're going to rate. Not you. Not you, Juggernaut Max. Do you need to be placed again? You do need to be placed again. Okay. This is so weird. Okay, you're on... Whatever. Sam, can I place you yet? No, I can't. That's weird. Why can't I go... Oh, these are the final 3 characters. These are the final 3 characters. Let me check. 4, 6, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, these are the final 3 because we only have 15 characters. Okay. I'm hoping I'll be able to actually physically place these characters, but I'm honestly going to have to wait and see. Well, okay, there's more characters. I successfully got Sam in here. Sam, you are an A tier. I'm actually probably going to put you ahead of both of these characters because Sam is entirely used as a support character. Does not do good damage. So she's mostly used for Phoenix Wand because she is a cheaper alternative to Flame Princess, but also has some other good support abilities, such as she has an ability it's like a balloon animal thing, where it turns the balloons into animals like Polymorph. Polymorph, that's what it's called. Similar to Gumball's ability. It's good. She has a portal ability that just keeps you from losing to normal balloons, which is pretty helpful. Her Meteorite ability, her level 7 upgrade, actually does pretty decent damage, plus stuns balloons, which is nice. Doesn't work on bad balloons, but is still pretty nice nonetheless. Really powerful upgrade. She has really cheap upgrades. She has camo and lead popping power built in. A big upgrade, also a big bonus, is that she can have Cobra and Tech Terror equipped, which you may not notice, but it's a pretty significantly high-rated quality in my opinion. At the end of this, I didn't even mention this. I'm going to quickly take a quick break from this to say, because this is my Sam placement. If you're still watching, you must really enjoy this video, so you should give it a like and comment and subscribe to the channel, because it's awesome. Only 25% of you are, so you definitely should be. But anyways, I was also going to say that at the end of this, I am planning on taking a look at just like quick Safari searches or Google searches for, for some Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense tier lists, some BATTD, tier lists, because I haven't actually seen any except the one I'm making now, so I want to take a look at those at the end and compare a bit. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I just figured I'd mention that now to let you know. Anyways, on to the next character, Super Monkey. I mean, was it any question? Was it really a question? Super Monkey is first. He's gonna be top S tier. Insane damage. He's a little expensive, but he has the discount upgrade for all of the characters for 10% off for all of them. He can get lead popping power, but does not have camo protection. But he has the Sun God ability, the Vengeful Sun God ability, that is the most powerful ability, upgrade, damage in the entire game. He's gotta be in first place. It's just a matter of fact. He has to be in first. Next, we move on to Tuxedo Jake. 2 more premium characters to end this off. Tuxedo Jake. Yeah, you're also S tier. If I can put you there, Tuxedo Jake. S tier. No, you're... Super Monkey, you're in first. There we go. Tuxedo Jake is second place S tier. You will notice most of these towers are in the top half. A lot of towers are in S tier. A lot of them are in A and B. And not that many are in C, D, and F. Because most of the towers in the game are super useful. You can see a pretty clear line with the 4 in C, D, and F. In my mind, those are the towers that are only useful for like one thing or just aren't really useful or easily replaceable. But yeah, Tuxedo Jake. He has a lot of good support upgrades. He's a premium character. He's really good. Gives attack speed, damage, any balloon popping power to every tower in the entire game. It's his best upgrade. He also makes a ridiculous amount of money. He's a music instrument for the extra buff. He's pretty cheap. He gives a discount similar to Super Monkeys, although they don't stack, I found out, which I personally find really annoying, but whatever, they don't stack. It's a really good tower. He is a really good tower. He is a solid S tier. And then we have Hunter Marceline, who, honestly, looking at this, is probably going to be also S tier, but bottom S tier. Man, S tier has more towers, or, no, S tier is the same number of towers as A and B combined. That's a little, I don't know if that's sad or if that's a good thing. It means a lot of these towers in this game are really broken, I guess. But yeah, Hunter Marceline, really good DPS, full map range, has the Soul Steal ability, which is really nice. Can have both Hunt Snabadier and Vampire King, so some great ally equipment as well. And just does a lot of damage, pretty cheap. Has, because of the Soul Steal, has camo and lead popping power abilities so you can easily acquire. Just a really good tower, insane damage. And yeah, there we go. This is my tier list. It only took me half an hour to make, apparently. Yeah, so top we have Super Monkey, Tuxedo Jake, C4 Charlie, PB, Psy, Commander Cassie, and Hunter Mosslin all in S tier. In A tier, we have Sam, Flame Princess, and Warrior PB. In B tier, we have Finn, Dungeon Finn, Max, and Captain Cassie. In C tier, Marceline and Ice King. In D tier, Jake. And in F tier, all by himself. I didn't say this in D tier, but in F tier. So D tier, when Jake's by himself, nah, he's not by himself. He's with people. F tier, Juggernaut Max, you are by yourself because you're the worst tower in the game. You're not a very good tower, Juggernaut Max. You're very useless. You're an F tier. Some people may be mad at me for saying that. Most won't be. He's not a good tower. So yeah, this is my tier list. What do you guys think? Let me know your suggestions. Obviously, this is just my opinion and stuff. So if you're like, oh, what? No, Max is the best tower in the game, or Ice King is A tier, or whatever, let me know. You feel free to actually say your opinion. I am quickly going to take a look to see if I can find some, I don't know, other people's tier list for this, because I'm interested. I can save this, right? I feel like I should save this. Save. Download screenshot. I should probably do that. Download. Screenshot download to your device. Okay, we have a backup of this. Now, I need to go to Safari and search. What will we find? Okay, Bloons. Adventure. Time. Yes, I did look up the Time TD characters earlier when I was actually getting all of the images for this. Tier list. Tier list. Let's see what I find in images. Woo! Okay, let's look at the first one here. Tier list maker, this is very iffy. Okay, community rank, that's interesting. So obviously the premium characters, in first they have Tuxedo Jake, Hunter Mosslin, Warrior PB, Commander Cassie, and Finn. Huh. I don't know what I think about that. I agree with all of them if you look at my tier list, except Finn. I'm not super great about Finn. A tier, they put Sam, C4 Charlie, Super Monkey, and Psy. Okay, I can see that. B tier, PB, Flame Princess, and Marceline. I agree with PB and Flame Princess, maybe. PB should probably be an A or S tier, but Mosslin B, fine. C tier, okay. I have some things to say about the C tier. Ice King, fine, whatever. I think I put it, did I put him in C as well? I did put him in C as well, okay, fine, whatever. But Juggernaut Max. You're putting Juggernaut Max in C tier? No. Wrong. Straight up, just wrong. Then you put, what's next? We have Jake in E tier, similar to me, since I had one less tier slot. And then you put Captain Cassie, okay, and Max in F. You're telling me Juggernaut Max is not only a little better than Max, but significantly 3 tiers better than Max. No. I don't like this community tier list. Let's look at this one. My opinion for character tier list, okay. Cool, mostly late game, good thing to know. Super Monkey, Tuxedo Jake, Warrior PB. I agree with your S tier. A tier, Hunter Mosslin, and Finn. Okay, I don't know. A lot of these people are rating Finn a bit higher than I would, but he is a good tower, makes a lot of money. B tier, not Mosslin. Normal Mosslin and Psy. Okay, C tier, Flame Princess, PB, Commander Cassie, and C4 Charlie and Commander Cassie. I don't know about that. I feel like a lot of these towers could be higher, but if they're trying to make them more even, maybe. I don't know why Mosslin's in B tier. Don't put Mosslin that high. I would definitely say most of the C tier towers, if not all of them, are better than Mosslin. D tier, we have Dungeon Finn, Sam, okay, and Juggernaut Max. Is this a common theme? Is Juggernaut Max always in this position? Can anyone explain to me why they think he's this position? Because to me, the fact that 2 now have put Max below Juggernaut Max is seriously hurting my brain. F tier, they put Captain Cassie and Ice King. I'm not really going to argue with that. And then Jake was also in E tier. The main thing bothering me with all of these is that they're putting Juggernaut Max above Max. That's bothering me. Personal tier list. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Tuxedo Jake, Hunter Mosslin in S tier. A tier, they put Super Monkey, Finn, Psy, Marceline, Juggernaut Max, PB, and Commander Cassie. I agree with all of this, except I still don't know why Marslin's so high, and I really don't agree with the Juggernaut Max thing. Once again, they put Juggernaut Max above Max. Why? All of these have it like that. Why is this the case? Why is this the setup? Then we have Dungeon Finn, Warrior PB, Max, Sam, Flame Princess is B. Okay, those are fairly B tiers. C4 Charlie, Ice King in C, and Captain Cassie and Jake in D. That's a pretty common thing. Okay. That's not bad. Can I find one, just one, that puts Max above? Yes, first one. A different community ranked tier list. Okay, I guess there were 2 of them. Oh, don't have. Oh, that's not fair. It's come in the don't have selection. That doesn't count. That's not fair. Okay, well, whatever. These are other people's tier lists. This is my tier list. Whose do you like better? Do you like mine or theirs? Obviously, I guess I just spent half an hour explaining to you exactly why mine is the best, so obviously mine's the best. But yeah, let me know your opinion. You can leave a comment. You can send me your own if you want. I don't know if you can actually put images in the comments. So yeah, if you can't, that's okay. I'll probably put this after this video goes live. I'll probably put this in the community tab if you want to take a look at it. Yeah, so have a wonderful day. Consider giving the video a like if you're still here, which obviously you are if you're hearing this. Once again, yeah, leave a comment if you have any changes. Again, this is just my opinion. Subscribe because it's awesome and I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!